NATO continue to be busy. There's no sense in which they're pausing operations whilst perhaps a negotiated settlement's agreed for Sirte.
No, that's right. They're also attacking near Bani Walid as well, Colin. And the rebel commander I was with yesterday for really quite a long time was explaining that, in fact, one of the reasons he's not been moving towards Bani Walid is because he's waiting for specific orders to do so. There's negotiations in the various strongholds of Gaddafi people. But in many ways, it seemed to me that they were leaving it to NATO to pick off anyone who tries to move from these sort of towns, certainly if they're heading south or even if they're going up to Sirte itself. I don't think that they can just hit any car that they see on the road. Obviously they can't, but if they see a small convoy, if they see trucks, I would say that's odds on that they will be attacked by NATO. And talking to this commander, he said that they're obviously in discussion with them. There's a lot of information being passed between them now. It seems to be pretty well coordinated now, and if the expected dash through the desert towards Sabah in the south does take place, then it's not really a problem for them. However, obviously they still are mindful of the fact that there are these towns and these cities that have a strong presence of Gaddafi forces of whatever makeup they are, Colin. I think that's going to be quite important in the final analysis, because if they're mainly mercenaries, I suspect that the elders, the tribal leaders, will push them along fairly quickly if they think that their town is about to come under a pretty major assault by the rebel forces. If, however, they have Libyan leadership with them, and we're not sure how many Libyans are left, what sort of, what level, what rank they are, but if they are there, they will certainly assist them. And I'm sure there's much discussion between the Gaddafi soldiers, the tribal elders in these various towns as to what should happen next. But the feeling from the region as a whole outside of Tripoli is that if they could get some type of negotiation, it would be better that they could have their differences and move on, because the revolution has happened, and even in those strongholds they've got to accept that the change now is inevitable. It is definitely only a matter of time. There is no way, despite Musa Ibrahim, Gaddafi spokesman, saying they're still open to negotiation for a transitional government. That's just not going to happen. So the rebels have won, and it's really down to these tribal leaders, who are very powerful in their own right, to negotiate some sort of movement.